Hi, Sagittarius. It's Power and Light Tarot coming at you with the reading. Today we have another cool tarot reading. Yes, we do. And we're confident to say that, Sagittarius. We have the Herald of Change here. Yeah. And so, this is a horseman, and looks like a woman there, but hey, it's fine, right? And kind of up on this, looks like an angel kind of up on the horse, but this is about change and somebody kind of being very dynamic about it, like, hey, I'm going to do this now, right? And so we start over here with Aries, which definitely talks about a dynamic energy because Aries is the Fool. Aries is this passionate, hot, and a lot of drive with Aries. This is why it is the first sign. It's a cardinal sign. Aries gets up and goes, and like the Fool, like, hey, I'm doing this. And same thing with the Emperor and the Magician, right? So Aries takes action as the first sign of the zodiac. Aries is strong and vital, reflecting the vigor of its totem animal. Yeah, it's an animal to ram, right? And positive cardinal fire is extroverted, initiatory, and ardent, focusing its energies to get things done. Aries needs action. And interesting how the fire signs, which are, passion and action, right? Very dynamic energy. They're all animals, right? Aries is the ram. Sagittarius is half the centaur, half man and half horse. And then of course Leo is the lion, right? I mean, Leo means lion, right? Yeah, it does. And but very cool, right? So we know that they are action oriented, yes, with them all being animals. Yeah. That's why we always get in trouble, right? Just behave, all right? Behave, Power and Light. Just kidding. And we have Lost in Space, and this is needing direction. So, but it's not really, because we have the Herald of Change. Somebody was on a path where they felt lost, like, I don't belong here. Yeah, I need to go on my original path, like where I really belong, right? And Aries is a very original kind of, the Fool is being very original and authentic. He said, you know what? I'm going on the path of desire. I'm going where I feel authentic, and where I feel I can make a difference and really be me at the same time, right? This is when you can make things happen, when you are doing work that is authentic for you. Yeah, right. I feel like we kind of all know that, especially the older we get, right? And Aries reads, excuse me, in this, with this energy though, Sagittarius, Aries rules the head, which is interesting, right? And so, because we start with the head, when we start, with the astrology signs and what each signs rules. So Aries starts it, and the body starts at the head, right? And so, yeah, really interesting. They typically have hard heads, and at least physically, right? I'm not sure about in real life, but I would assume they probably do, because anybody who is very kind of action oriented, maybe kind of headstrong. Yeah, I don't mean that in a bad way, but hey, yeah, your life purpose is to pioneer and lead the way, breaking new ground for others to follow. That's what this reading's about. It's about somebody who is breaking new ground. Yeah. As a courageous and conquering hero, you search for challenges through which to prove yourself. Wow, I find that interesting. Yeah. And, yeah, this is an area, this is about somebody who is self motivated. Yeah, they are. And so they're on this path of change, and we have time to replenish with it, Sagittarius. This is the empty well. So the empty well, and lost in space and needing direction over here. Somebody is heralding change, right? They're kind of like a hero, and they're like, hey, this isn't going to work anymore. I want change. And so, time to replenish. Something was really dry, and very inauthentic, and somebody's leaving that. I'm not sure what that may be here. It could be a life, it could be a career, it could be, some type of choice that was made, and this isn't working for me anymore. Whatever that may be, relationship even, right? Well, so we have the cloak, and this is the camouflage. So he's trying to hide out here, this guy, right, Sagittarius? He has his cloak on. He's got a huge sword. The fox is here. He's very intelligent. This cloak or this camouflage is about some type of major kind of, major intelligence, right? And in the back is the stream and the water. This is for your feelings, and this is for intuition. Here's the sly fox. He's very intelligent, and the bird is here too. And this is overcoming. The crown chakra is above his head. This is how they have it depicted. Yeah, it's not a planet. It's a crown chakra. And, this is about helping the universe help you, letting the universe help you, and, with divine guidance and divine wisdom. And we have growth. And that's what happens when we surrender to the universe, right? Yeah, and so, and we accept growth in our change. Somebody is pursuing change, but they pursued growth. And after they pursued this type of growth with a change in direction, they realized that, wow, like, this is working. And I thought it was going to be so challenging. That's how it looks here. But, and so, I'm getting a lot of growth and something beautiful here. So let's get into this reading, Sagittarius. And let me get this deck over here. Yeah, somebody is on a new path, and they are definitely taking action and breaking new ground with the Herald of Change and the Aries card. Time to replenish. Yeah, somebody's well was empty. And that's going to be different for all of you guys. And here's the green man. He's real cute, right? And, the door to his house is the door to the tree. And he's got all these runes, basically, because these are Celtic cards. The runes were from the Celts and the Vikings both. Yeah, but here he's got all these runes over here. Yeah, he does all the if you guys know about runes. And yeah, it's very cool here. And so these are all the good runes here at the door, and I forget their names, I'll be honest with you. But yeah, they are all the good ones. And and here is the snake, and the snake is wrapping itself around the crystal ball. It's like, yeah, so we're gonna have, the snake talks about new growth and, a new life, basically. And the green man is here to bring abundance and growth. Yeah, let's see what we got in this reading, Sagittarius. See what we have for you guys. The bottom of the deck is the Nine of Pentacles. This could definitely be growth. It's usually about self-sufficiency. It could be about somebody who has a lot of money. It could be, here's this chick, right, with her, I think she has a falcon, and she is on her vineyard with all her money and her wine, her vines, rather, right? She's getting ready to make wine, but not her, somebody else, right, for her. King of Pentacles. The Lovers is at the bottom of the deck, and this is definitely a choice to break new ground and to get into union because of the Lovers here. Excuse me, you guys. Yeah. The green man's kind of like the, over here, he's a little bit like the Empress, but, the male, the masculine version. And interesting how that is a number 10, which is a completion. And so with the Lovers, a choice has been made to kind of break new ground in love with somebody here. And maybe somebody's doing this for you and to you. Whoever is kind of breaking new ground, I believe, in this reading, and who has chosen love or a union, and is really stepping and taking action, whoever's doing that is the one who is, initiating change here, but suffered or something. Because we have lost in space, needing direction, and time to replenish the empty well. And this is somebody who knows this, right? I got to get out of this. So I feel like somebody kind of suffered here. And if it wasn't suffering, it was maybe, why did I stay here so long? Or just some type of, maybe, if it's not suffering, it's kind of like kicking yourself, like, whoa, like, I kind of knew this, or something like that, or you waited too long. Now we have the bottom of the deck. It's still the bottom of the deck. It's the same. The Six of Swords and the Fool here. So Sagittarius, right here, oh, interesting, we have the Magician reversed. Wow. But, here is somebody in transition to, and the Ten of Cups was hiding over here. This is somebody who is definitely taking the initiative and in transit. And transition is change, right? And so all the time and all day long, all day long and twice on Sunday. And here's the Fool reiterating everything I've been saying here, jumping on this path of a new adventure, and leaving something that was empty. Here's the Ten of Cups so they can have their happily ever after. With this Nine of Pentacles, somebody could be leaving a relationship and becoming available. They could. That is a card that sometimes speaks of somebody being single. Yeah, and so, this is very cool. So we're going to pick up another deck because we have used so many cards here, right? And not so many, but we have used several cards from the bottom of the deck. I am going to put these cards down because they're very nice, right? Of course. And here, Sagittarius, if we keep going, and trust me, I know you can do readings with the bottom of the deck. You just can. Whatever reading's supposed to come out, it'll come out the bottom of the deck, in the middle of the deck, a card there, a card there. If it's, it comes out because it's supposed to, it's meant to be. And so the cards come out like for the same reading, even though I could pull in the middle. Yeah, it would be the same reading. It's really interesting. In fact, we can pretty much show that if you would like. So we have a reading here from the bottom of the deck. And let's look, here's the transition for the happily ever after. And, excuse me, the Magician is reversed. The Magician reversed can talk about a trickster. It could talk about somebody stayed in this empty well or this needing direction place, lost in space, and they were losing their power, right? As the Magician in the reverse, like, I can't do my life. I can't manifest joy or happiness, right? It can also be an ending, Magician in the reverse. And you can say, why do you say that? Well, it's a number one. And, the Magician initiates new beginnings because he has all his powers, right? He's smart. He's resourceful, like, with the Pentacle, he might have money too, right? But he follows his intuition with the Cup. And with the sword, well, the sword, he's intelligent, but with the wand, he has courage. Yeah. But in the reverse, he might be a fraidy cat. He could, right? A scaredy cat. Fraidy cat, scaredy cat. He could be, right? Yeah, that's what we used to call him when we were kids. I don't know what they call them these days. It could be bad words. Really could be. For some, right? Yeah, we didn't even say bad words when we were kids. No, but I hear sometimes I go to the store and I hear these really young, like 15-year-old girls, and they're just like, terrorists, one after another. I'm like, oh my God. Okay, let's look at the top of the deck, but let's get another deck here, Sagittarius. Let's see what we got here and see if we can replicate the same reading that came from the bottom of the deck. And I'll bet you tomorrow's reading that we can, right? Let's see what we got, Sagittarius. For you or your person. But this is about two people. Here's the Lovers. That's a couple. The Ten of Cups is about a couple. This happens to be family or my happily ever after or my forever after, things like that, right? Maybe somebody wants his family with you. Let's see what we have here. And for Sagittarius, please. We start out with the Knight of Swords. Taking action. This is very Aries energy. We're loaded with Aries energy here, right? We have Aries here, we have the Fool, and we have the Magician reversed, right? And, interesting about the Magician reversed, he can kind of be demoted to a page in a way, right? He could, kind of. Let's see what we have, Sagittarius. Eight of Wands, change. We have the Herald of Change over here with the Oracle card. Okay. So we have change there. We do, confirming. Let's see what else. The whole reading will confirm. We have the Page of Cups. Okay, so this is news coming. Well, we didn't see so much news over here, but that's okay. We see definitely somebody taking action. So they're coming to tell you that they are, Sagittarius. So it's a bit of a confirmation. Four of Wands. Four of Wands is much like the Ten of Cups. It can be a happily ever after. These two people got married. They're celebrating. Yeah, they are. And yeah. Let's see what else we got. We have Three of Cups is your mindset. This is joy and happiness. Yes, it is. And that is like the Ten of Cups as well. Although this can be a reconciliation, it can. Somebody here, this is still the same reading. It just has a couple more messages, basically. Somebody's bringing you news that they want a new beginning with you. Yeah, they do. And this may be on your mind. If this, maybe you're the person doing it. I'm going to read it as it is the other person, because it's difficult to tell in a private, in a general reading. And the near future is a Five of Swords. This is the empty well that's being, I don't know, it's being walked away from, or, it's the empty well. It is this lost, needing direction. It's like leaving something that was no good. Like, I need my real path. But in this Five of Swords, it's change, like the Herald of Change. All the fives are change, but there's some type of a defeat here as well. And whatever the empty well is, that is the defeat. Yes, it is. Some path here, some older path, or something's being left behind here. Yeah, and that is the needing direction. I'm leaving this before. I'm leaving this. This isn't working for me. I don't feel like I'm on my true path. I need some direction. And I need to leave this empty well. And in your concern is the Emperor reversed. I find that to be interesting. So there definitely could be an Aries here, because there's so much Aries energy. Excuse me. Once again, we have it all up here. Let's get some more cards and see what else we have. We have the Eight of Swords in your environment. Yeah, this is the person. Interesting. I didn't talk too much about the camouflage, but let's talk about it now. It comes after the empty well, time to replenish, right? This is like somebody who's thirsty for joy in their life. That's what it's about. And somebody who is growing that, and they know, I feel like they know what they've done, possibly. And if they don't know what they've done, like what I mean by that is if they didn't do anything wrong to you, they know they were on the wrong path in their life. That's what I mean. Like they know, like they know they made mistakes. Now, here's the cloak. It could have just been about their own thing before they showed up for you, because we have growth. But the camouflage card with the cloak, it talks about somebody who knows what they're going to do, but they're waiting. They're trying to be like undercover. And, we have growth here. I just feel like somebody here is replenishing the empty well with you. But they're waiting to make a move, and they're kind of under the covers, or not under the covers, behind the scenes on it. Yeah, maybe they're under the covers, Sagittarius, maybe, right? With you, right? Of course. Because we have the Lovers, and that is passion. This Eight of Wands can be all kinds of passion here. Passion, growth, change, innovating, doing things new, progress. It's all good, this card. There's nothing, and eights are about power to begin with, right? And we're in an 8 year. It's going to be a good year for the collective, and definitely for Sagittarius as well. It's really a good year for the collective. It is, Sagittarius. All kinds of good energy this year. Pluto in Aquarius is great for humanity. This is about innovation. This is for the people, by the people. It is a great energy. Yeah, it is. It can talk about endings too. It can talk about regeneration for humanity, right? Yeah. Let's see what else we have. The Two of Swords reversed in this reading. All right, Sagittarius. Here's the person coming to talk to you. Page of Cups. And I feel like this is their reading here. And here's the Knight of Swords. They're coming in. They're taking action, some type of swift action after waiting with the camouflage. This is not really a deceptive card. I'm not telling anybody my plans. It's not about deception. And this Magician reversed is about, maybe there was in the past, but it's about somebody who knows they're losing power if they stay behind in this place where they felt like they were on the wrong path, needing direction, and an empty well. So the Five of Swords talks about some type of defeat here. But here we have you or your person, I believe your person, taking some action and bringing change. And this Eight of Wands, this growth and progress came with the price because it sits here. It came with the price, with a challenge. Yeah, I feel like it did here. And it made somebody wake up. Like, and now I need change here. I've awakened this growth. I've grown here. I know what's no good for me with this empty well. And here's the Page of Cups. They're coming to tell you this. They're coming to say they want change. I feel like they love you. They're trusting their intuition because we have the Lovers and we have the Ten of Cups, right? They could be coming to tell you they're single, Sagittarius. It's possible. Ready to be with you. Because that card showed up right away at the bottom of the deck, right? In the past, we have the Four of Wands. So let's look at that Four of Wands and get a card on it. And it could be a marriage. It could have been stability, happiness, right? The fours are about stability. Could be. And we have the Hermit. And in this reading, there's a lot of wisdom here, right? The Green Man is very smart. The Horseman, the Herald of Change, he's smart. He knows it's time for change and time to replenish. This is knowing it's time. But somebody, maybe it's a Virgo, but somebody here, the Hermit is here. This is soul growth, right? Finding the answers. He has the star in his lantern. But this is somebody who has grown in the past. And this person may, if you know them, if they're not new, this person knows that they're happily ever after here. The Four of Wands. Or they've decided they want to marry you, but they've decided they want stability with you. And whatever you're offering here, this new path, replenishing the well, there's some type of growth that you have you have impacted them to grow. Influenced. Yeah, impacted sounds like you're starting trouble, Sagittarius. See, we got Three of Cups, Death card. So this is a mindset here. The mindset here, I feel like it's about joy and profound change with the Death card. Yeah, and there could be an ending somewhere, like a real physical one. Here's the Five of Swords, right? And this guy, he took their swords. He beat them. He defeated them, right? And the Emperor is let's get a card on the Emperor, Four of Cups. So, we have 2 fours in the reading, and, they are about stability, but in your concern here, this guy's unhappy, and, the empty well is unhappiness. Somebody might be a dad here, possibly, Four of the Emperor, which is also a 4. I find that to be interesting. But somebody could be a father. It's possibly, maybe they are becoming single here. They don't want possibly they don't want to be married anymore to somebody. But what I see in this reading is that whoever that person is, they have they're in this place where they understand that the joy is with you. Whoever this person is, if it's new, if it's a reconciliation, they know the joy is with you and that it's very authentic with you. And the path they choose with you is authentic and is their path. Is what brings them joy and where they feel like they belong because of the needing direction and because they're leaving an empty well. Yeah. Excuse me, guys. Sorry, I moved the mic. Let's see what else we have, Sagittarius. Eight of Swords is in your environment here. This is somebody who feels stuck. But it's a release. I know I need to release. In this reading, I know I need to take this blindfold off and step right out of these swords, right? Interesting how the eights are about power and progress, and this is the Eight of Swords. So this person knows I need to release myself to have my power, yeah. And Knight of Pentacles, yeah, they might be a Virgo, but they, it could be. We have Scorpio, we have a lot of people, a lot of Aries, right? But there could be anybody in this reading. We're not sticking to just, especially in a general, right? If this was your own reading, Sagittarius, I would go, maybe there's an Earth sign or an Aries, right? So let's see what else. So we have Scorpios over here with the Death card. Yeah, and so, Gemini's here with the Lovers, and any Earth sign really with the King of Pentacles. Your hopes, Sagittarius, Ace of Pentacles, Eight of Cups. You might be hoping to return to somebody. you could know somebody who maybe you haven't even been with them, but it's possible you want them to leave something unfulfilling. That is definitely a possibility here. There might not be a reconciliation, but it could. If it is, you're hoping they're going to return to you. But if this is somebody that you have not been with before, you're hoping they're going to walk away from something unfulfilling. Yeah, even the word doesn't sound good to me, right? Yeah. Two of Swords reversed, unfulfilling. Yeah, it's hard to say because it's a drag, right? It is. It's like it's laborious, it's long, unfulfilling, right? Yeah, okay. It has this base to it, right? Yeah, it does. And so yeah, and so we have the Two of Swords reversed, and we have the World card. Here's the naked dancer, right? She said, "Hey, I've been going to aerobics or wherever she goes." Uh, this Two of Swords in this reading here. This is for whoever is on their new path. Never mind about these Two of Swords. This is something that, like, I don't have any power. And what I mean by that is I need to move forward on an authentic path. Two of Swords reversed. And either have my wish come true, the world, or this can be closing out other cycles. But this is such a maturity with the World card, a wish come true, my world coming full circle. And we know it is because there's growth here with the green man. And the herald of change is here. And now somebody is replenishing their path. Yeah, this is a great reading, Sagittarius, because it's full of love and happily ever after. But it's also full of wisdom, right? We can't live without wisdom. There's no way. Because we just can't live without wisdom. And so, yeah, that's just how it is. And if we do live without wisdom, which is really learning about yourself on this self-discovery, right? Unless you've already done that, right? But when we don't have wisdom in our life, we can go through life confused and, making poor choices and things like that. Some of us are naturally wise, right? I know I wasn't, right? Thank you so much, you guys. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe.